to
See, now you've
another
changed
episode.
everything. Now you've changed
What?
everything. Now I'm
Q?
back in that shell. When you do act like this stupid.
Hey, is it the hello? Oh, by the way, have you seen that movie Daddy's Home 2?
No, I mean,
You haven't? You should check it out.
no.
It's super funny. So there's
Yeah,
this
I'm sure.
moment in that movie where basically Mark Wahlberg, um, I think that's Daddy Home 1. That the first one, Daddy's Home, the first one. And in that movie, he's basically Will Ferrell is like he works at this radio station, and Mark Wahlberg is like the stepdad of like his kids, right? Well,
Right.
no, Mark Wahlberg is the father. Will Ferrell is
Oh,
the
the stepdad.
stepdad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So when he's like one of those guys who doesn't care about like responsibilities and stuff like that, and he's like this
Was
biker
that
guy.
Mark Wahlberg,
Mark
right?
Wahlberg, yeah.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna come see my kids, and like this guy is long hair, build, comes on a bike, and Will Ferrell's like this tie wearing, going to work type of like nerd
suburban
type
guy.
of like the kind of advice that he's gonna give his kids is like if somebody slaps him, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, you turn the other cheek, that type of thing. And so at his radio station, there is like they're looking for somebody because he works at a jazz radio station, and so they're looking for somebody to come and do like hello, welcome to 106.2 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like those ads.
Yeah.
And so they're looking for like a number of people, and then they can't find the right person, and then all of a sudden Mark Wahlberg comes because he takes him to work with him one day, and then he's like, that's not how you should be doing it. You should be doing it like 106.2, and this guy's voice is like
Yeah.
so that's every time I do like hello and welcome to
It reminds you of that.
oh, what do we call this? I'm like that reminds me of that, and it's super funny. You should watch that movie. It's quite funny. It's a family movie. So, but anyway, we're not here to talk about movies today. Anyway, we are here to talk about Team of the Week. But before that, we were talking about some rumors that are doing the mail. But before I get to the rumors, who would you take if Rashford? Let's say, okay, so how much do you think Rashford goes for?
I think Rashford goes to around somewhere between 70 and 80 million. I think.
Okay.
I mean, if United get that, it'll be. But I think he's not going to go for more than 50 to 60.
That's what I think.
How his last year
couple of seasons.
And
his behavior as well.
Yeah, well,
probably has.
Yeah. And
so who replaces him?
Negotiation.
Who replaces him?
Well, right now, I think we're doing fine without him. But yeah, obviously we'll need someone to replace him.
But you were talking about a rumor, right? There's a rumor.
Yeah, the Georgian winger from Napoli.
What's his name?
I have to Google his name. I don't want to get it wrong.
Well, I mean, even if I Googled it, I wouldn't be able to say it.
It's Hvicha. I will not say his surname. Hvicha.
No, I was going to ask you for his surname. Hvicha Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Wow. Okay. Well done.
Yeah, I know.
Bro,
yeah,
United deserve that player just because you were able to pronounce his name.
Yes. Imagine that was the
trigger.
The trigger. Kvaratskhelia. Who can say it correctly? Which set of fans can say it correctly? I'll go to that one. Yeah. Yeah. No. I think he's. So that's a rumor I've heard.
Okay.
That United are probably looking at the possibility of that. Apart from him, who else would I realistically like? If it was up to me, I'd try to get Vinicius Jr. But let's be realistic that he's not coming to United, having a good thing going on at Real Madrid. I've heard that he's having some personal trouble at Real Madrid with the fans and everything. So I don't think he's in the market. But I think so Kvaratskhelia. Now that I know how to pronounce him, I'm gonna pop it in whenever I can.
Yeah.
So I think it's him. Who else could there be? I think this kid from Borussia Dortmund, Karim Adeyemi. He's really good. He's looked really good. He's got the kind of
Thing
pace.
is, he's playing at a top, German club, and I don't think he's gonna want to leave Borussia Dortmund for United just yet. Anyway, but
I
it
hear what
could
you're
very well
saying.
be the
I hear
case.
what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But the thing is that with club like Borussia Dortmund, uh, their financials are not that great, so they can't offer the kind of wages that Premier League clubs can. Um,
Agreed.
to be honest with you,
No, but
they have an amazing
see,
structure. They have an
I
amazing
think
structure. They have
see,
amazing everything.
I think that's the crux of the problem at United.
Mm,
They give really big wages
mm,
to anybody coming through the door. One of the things that as much as I hate FSG, one of the things that I really appreciate about them is their wage structure, the way that they structure, because perpetually those
Can I
players are
say
going to end up
something? Yeah?
making more money because it's based
I'm
on
agreeing with you.
performances.
I'm agreeing with you. But the thing is, when you're in situation that United is in, where no player wants to come into the mess, in order to attract those players, bro, this is the case. This is the case
No,
where you wanna.
I
So,
disagree. I, di-
for example, right now, if a club, if United, Liverpool, and Arsenal are going for the same player, and if I want to attract a player to come to United, what will be my my USP? On what big ground am I getting him? I don't have a better structure than Arsenal. I don't have a better team than Liverpool. The only way I'm going
I'll
to
give you the
attract him
answer to
is,
that.
yeah.
I'll give you an answer to that, and I'll take you back 6 years when Liverpool were in the in the mud basically.
Mm,
Because I say that because I know we still had Jurgen Klopp, but he was unproven in the Premier League. I think the first season we finished sixth, seventh with him, but he was still able to buy players like Wijnaldum, you know, bringing players like Salah and Mane into the club, sell them that vision. So you need to be able to bring players that you can
mm,
sell a vision to. You should
mm,
not be able to. You shouldn't be looking for big players or big superstars who are gonna want guarantee of a place to play.
mm,
They're gonna want it. You want somebody to. You want to buy somebody who's gonna work for the first team, to work
mm.
and to get into the first team squad. Like, this is why Ahmad is such a
Mm,
imperative part of United season right now, because he
mm,
works hard. We were talking about Scott McTominay. He came through the ranks, and he did as well as he did for United. He was one of the hardworking people that was let go for whatever reason. But I
mm.
think that's the kind of profile that United should be looking for.
But
You should not be looking for like a Karim
I think
Adeyemi
no, no.
or
I
Victor
think that's what
Gyökeres.
what Amorim is trying to do is, because I remember its first or second interview that I saw was that they're gonna build a player profile, not just physical attributes but mental attributes as well, and then they're gonna
Yes,
make a list of those players, and then they're gonna go after those players. They're gonna see, because for Amorim, his for system to work, he needs hardworking players, players who put team before self. And that's why probably his Sporting Lisbon team uh, was what it was,
successful.
because there were no superstars there. Every
Yeah,
player worked for the team, and they worked well as a collective rather than just um
individuals. Yeah, no, I agree,
yeah,
and
exactly.
that's exactly what I'm trying to
So I
say.
hope
Like,
that happens. I hope that happens.
if United goes back and into the same mentality of spending and buying superstar players, then perpetually they're going to be in that same place that they are today.
Yeah, true, true. Like for
So
example, I give a simple example at how I personally think the best signing that was done in Klopp's era was Andrew Robertson, for the simple reason that he was picked from Hull. I mean, couldn't the rest of the league see what a good left back he is? But Klopp noticed that, and Hull, despite being relegated, I think he got signed the season that Hull got relegated,
yeah,
and so goes a lot to say of that was smart. That was the smart recruitment. That was really smart
yeah.
recruitment.
Yeah, he came for like
Um,
what, 8 million, 7, 8 million.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's the kind of player, I think, the kind of profile that United should, or Amorim should be going after, if he wants to make them successful, because you also are creating a new ethos, a new project, and you want players bought into that vision before they even join the club.
right,
You don't want to
right.
sell them the vision. You want them to be buying the vision. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Yeah, and
anyway,
that's why I like Bruno as well, because despite of all the things that he is he's taunted for, or disgraced for, about him throwing his hands in the air for every other foul or whatever. But the guy works hard. He works his socks off on the pitch. And I'm sure if you've seen enough United games, you would see that he's everywhere. I mean, he wants to be involved in the game. He's never shy to take up responsibility. And I think
right.
if we had 2, 3 more players like that, that would make a massive difference to the team.
Oh God, yeah. There's no. I mean, he works hard. Sometimes his attitude is not the best. Like a couple of seasons ago, like
I
I think
agree
when
with you. That's the
yeah,
only thing that is. But what I'm saying, if you take all that out of the equation, you will find him being one of the most hardworking players on the pitch. I mean, the miles that he puts on the pitch, he'll be at definitely top 3 in all of United games. Definitely,
hmm
no one runs as much as him for United.
hmm
Anyways,
Okay. Now that we've let off some steam, it's time for team of the week.
oh yes, yes.
Adil, what have we
Um,
got for goalkeeper and defense? Lay it on me, brother.
okay. So my goalkeeping choice would probably not be um um a famous one.
Hmm.
But despite his team losing, I've chosen Jordan Pickford as goalkeeper for team of the week, for the simple
Yeah.
reason that the amount of shots he faced and
Yeah.
saved Everton in embarrassment. They
Agreed.
scored only 1 goal,
He
and I
made
think Pickford
7
was a big
saves, by
part.
the way. He made 7
Pickford
big
was a big
saves,
part.
prevented, let's say a clear, like 2 clear chances from
Mm.
going in.
On
So,
the face of
um,
it, some might say that 1-0. Oh, it was a close game, but it wasn't.
mm,
Bournemouth could have should have given a drubbing. It should have been a drubbing, 3-4 nil.
yeah,
But Pickford helped maintain a decent scoreline for Everton's sake.
speaking of Bournemouth, what a player Dan Hussein is, man.
Mm.
Please tell me he's in your defense.
Yeah, he's in my defense. Dan Hussein is there.
Yeah, what a player. I
Along
really like
along
him.
with along with Kirkis.
Oh yeah. Kirkus did pretty well too. He got an assist as well, didn't he?
Mm. And
He was all over the he was all over the pitch.
I've got Nathan Collins.
Okay.
Nathan Collins from what's that team? I think Bournemouth. No, sorry, Brentford.
They basically beat the shit out of Southampton. Is what they did.
Mm.
They put them on the
Yeah,
ground and then just kept laying on punches on them.
and they said, "This is what you get for coming here."
I was really happy to see Sepp van der Berg start that game. He's a Liverpool
Yeah,
product that went over.
he just missed the what's that called? He just missed team of the week for me. It was a very
Hmm.
close call between Vanderberg and Nathan Collins, but I gave a
Yeah,
nod to Nathan Collins.
agreed.
And then lastly, on right back, I got another Brentford player,
Brentford, Lewis Potter.
Royce Liv. No, Royce Liv.
Oh,
So
sorry.
Royce Liv. Because
He had a pretty
I
pretty
think
decent game too, I think.
yeah. I think he gets overlooked a bit for his performances. I think he put in a good shift. He kept it secure.
Mhm.
So that's him. So that's our back 4, which is made up of Rorslev, Collins, Houston, and Kirkis.
Okay.
And so, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, it's a 4-4-2 formation this week.
Okay. We're
Yeah,
changing it up. I like it.
yeah, because there are two. I couldn't have only one striker because 2 strikers gave in a pretty good, decent performance as well. Actually, one of them missed just slightly. So
Yeah.
on my right midfield, I've got Mbuemo.
Oh,
Goes without saying, he makes the team.
he's not playing at Brentford next season. I can guarantee that. He's
Yeah,
definitely
most
going
likely,
to a top 4 club.
most likely.
Because it's 2
And
seasons now that he's really turned it up.
yeah, but will he be the same if he goes to another team? That will be the question. If he goes to
Well, he
another
needs to
team,
go
will
into
he
a
be able to?
functioning team, right? Like a team that, I
Would you
wouldn't say
take him to
Chelsea.
Liverpool?
Embuemo.
Yeah,
I
if Salah
think
goes.
I don't think he can get Salah's numbers in that position.
Mm.
I think maybe as a replacement for Nunez, yeah. I think he's a good
Yeah,
good
probably,
replacement.
probably. Mm. Okay, then I've got on the left midfield, I've got Savinho. Again, he's come back with
Him again.
um, yeah, he's come
Yeah,
back.
assist for
I think he's getting into the
Holland.
team's this thing now.
Yeah.
Um, and the
It can't be
middle,
easy, right? Coming from South America and playing football in the Premier League, some people take it for granted, but
but did he come from South America? I thought he
no,
was
he came from South America, bro.
just a minute, because I think he was in a. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. No, but he did come from South America, but he was playing. So last season he was with Girona, in
Okay.
Italian league, Serie A, and the season before he was with PSV
Oh, so he's
in
plays
Holland,
Dutch league and okay,
Serie A. But yeah, he was
hmm,
on loan all this time from Troyes.
interesting. I thought he
Yeah,
was
that's what I remember
that new signing
because
from.
you know what was why I remember this, because he's had 0 appearances for his parent club, and he's had more loan appearances than, and then he signed for Manchester City.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
He's not played a single game for his parent club.
Well, now he is. He's getting goals and assists as well.
Yeah. So in the mid two, I don't know,
Not Curtis
despite the
Jones.
no, not Curtis Jones for what? I've got Damsgaard of Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
Yeah, and I've got Bruno
Okay.
Fernandes.
Yeah, I think he probably deserves that. He had a
Yeah.
really good game.
Yeah, I think he only had 1 assist, but I think his influence was pretty much obvious on,
Well, that's exactly what I
was
mean.
going on
His
in the game.
influence is,
Yeah.
is gelling everyone together and all that kind of stuff, I
Mm,
think. And because the game was at Anfield,
yeah.
he had to really own.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
And
so
I
I can
remember,
agree with that.
do you remember the kind of noise Anfield was making after the game went 1-1? I'm like, shit, I think it's going to be bad for United, but the boys stuck
Yeah.
to their guns and,
The thing is,
the
if
game ended a
Liverpool
draw.
scored that second goal like within the next few minutes, then it was then it would
But
the
they
game
did,
would have gone.
didn't they? They were pretty
No,
quick
not
with their.
immediately. They scored it maybe after like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh,
It
okay. Well,
it wasn't
they will
like.
score whenever they get a chance, right?
Well, no, I agree. But sometimes with Anfield, it's like if you have two
Mm.
successive goals, the game's gone. You can't get it because
Mm.
and they were also kicking towards the
And I
top
think,
end
to be honest with you, Diallo's goal was very fortunate for
against the
United.
run of play.
Yeah, I don't think against United. I don't think there was ever an instance where I felt that for either team I'm talking about, for either team, where it was more dominant, maybe for a 2-3 minute
No, I
period,
think
but
that
it was
period of
very
the
ebb and
game,
flow.
why
Ebb
I
and
think it was
flow.
against the run of play. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say why I thought it was against the run of plays because I think at that point Liverpool were dominating possession and they were having more forward runs and they were being more creative, and especially because it was after the second goal, it felt like Liverpool were going to get the third. And then obviously he comes out of nowhere, and honestly I didn't even see Ahmad pop. I just saw like that kick and I was like, whoa, that's amazing. And I was happy honestly because Ahmad is in my FPL team.
And imagine how Robertson is playing. If you couldn't see him on TV being popped, what would Robertson do?
Bro, he better feel shit, okay? Because this is the third or fourth big mistake that he's made in the past in December. And those are games that Liverpool have drawn because of that.
Do you think he's going at the end of the season? Robertson?
I don't think he's going. No chance. He's a leader. He's staying, but I think they're definitely going to ship out Tsimikas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I think
So
Robertson's
my
going to be a good cover.
front two this week are Erling Haaland, obviously. There's been a dip in form for City, but as I
And then
told you
just
last
pops
time,
up and score 2 goals.
that team has too much quality for it not to make Champions League
Yeah,
race.
I will
Bro,
still
in
say
this
they're having a
this guy
favorable list of.
this guy will score goals in his sleep, bro. This is
No,
Haaland.
I agree, but I think right now it's a favorable run of fixtures. The moment they start to face some of the more testing teams in the Premier
Yeah.
League, it's gonna get like they're playing Brentford next away. That is a game that you don't want to miss,
Do you
right?
think
And
they'll sign
then
someone in January?
Man City,
Yeah.
for sure. I think they're gonna go for Zubimendi. What it
I
looks
read
like anyway.
some. I don't know about Zubomendi or not, but I heard they were in the market, uh, or they were, I don't know, approached, or they're considering, I don't know, Egyptian forward striker
Omar Marmoush?
Marmoush. Yeah, Marmoush.
I hope not, bro. I hope not. Do you know
Why?
he's the at one point, um, Omar Marmoush and Mohamed Salah were the only two players, or like the top two goals and assists for like goal contributions in all of Europe.
Okay, where does he play? He plays in Italian league, right?
He's a
Where
striker.
does he play?
Oh,
No,
where
where is he
he plays
playing right now?
for Frankfurt.
It's at Frankfurt. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I heard
He's
something.
apparently he's a good free kick taker. He's really good. Like he takes the central position like a proper striker,
So whenever
proper number
next
9.
time there's Liverpool versus City, they'll be like, you'll hear sounds on the ground mic saying, Amale.
Probably, probably.
That's it, that's it.
I would love Marmoush at Liverpool because I think Nunes' time is up, but I
Oh,
think Frankfurt may not let him go like in January, maybe in the summer. I don't
mm,
know. But that's if
okay.
Salah stays as well. That's another question mark, right?
Man, there's a player in Inter, a Belgian player. Um, can't remember his name. Um,
Inter Milan.
yeah, I think he's overlooked a lot. Is he Inter Milan? Is he Belgian?
You mean Romelu Lukaku?
No. I'm trying to look. Or am I making some problem? No, I think I've got it wrong. I can't find this player. I've been hearing his name a lot, but or is he Napoli? But I don't see many talking about him, and I think he does well. I mean, he's a good player.
What is he, like a striker or
He's like a center forward,
okay?
cam center forward kind of guy. But I can't. I think he was part of
Well,
the.
the suspense for the final spot in our
Oh
team of the
yeah,
week is
sorry,
is
sorry, Raul Jimenez.
oh yeah, he scored 2 goals.
Raul
Actually, I did
Jimenez.
watch the game today. Wow, what a game! Ipswich did so well today. They were unlucky
Man,
to draw that game because Raul Jimenez happened, but
man, I'm just
um,
thinking if any big club is gonna come in for Kieran McKenna.
well, here's my fear, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. What he's doing at
I
Ipswich,
know. It's not
he's
necessarily
gonna it's
might be
gonna be
able to
very
replicate.
difficult. Yeah, because he's been at Ipswich for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
And
Something
it
something like we have a very recent example
Grant
like
Potter.
Graham Potter. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's exactly the example that I had in my head too.
Uh,
So anyway,
uh,
I know you're bugging off about that Belgian center forward.
Ketelaere. Charles de Ketelaere.
He played for Leeds United at some point, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Just one second.
No,
Just give
I'm
me a
pretty
minute.
certain, bro.
No, bro. Don't be so certain. No, he's not
Bro,
played.
this is gonna
He's
bug the
played
shit out of
for
me.
Club Brugge,
AC
and then he's
Milan.
played for AC Milan, Atlanta, and AC Milan again. He's still
Yeah,
at AC
wait.
Milan. Oh, he's at
Oh, you
Atlanta,
know
sorry.
why? Because he looks like that other striker from
Yeah, I
Leeds.
know. Patrick Bamford.
That's it. Yeah, that him. Yeah. Because I think they're both left-footed too, right? That's probably why I got
Oh,
confused.
I know they look pretty similar, but yeah. So this guy had one of I was reading news. He had uh, a couple of weeks ago or a month ago.
He's tall too, eh?
he-
Like he's
Yeah. He's lanky. He's a bit lanky
hmm,
because he's not that bulky.
short frame.
Yeah. But I read he had one of the highest player rating for a Champions League match recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because he gave like
Interesting.
2, 3 assists and I don't know what,
Hmm.
but yeah. So but this player I've been keeping eyes on him. Funnily enough, I didn't even remember his name.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think he's a good player. I think club him. I'd want to see him in the Premier League.
Yeah, interesting. I just hope
Mm.
Chelsea doesn't buy him.
Well, Chelsea will. He's 23, so you never know. He's still 23.
Yeah.
So Chelsea has a pretty set squad.
There's some
I think.
I think there's a richness of strikers right now because I think there was a very long time that we didn't really have like the kind of richness of strikers. Like we have Gyökeres, we have, obviously De Calatar, and then we have Omar Marmoush who's doing pretty well. So there's
Romelu
some really
Lukaku.
good European names. Huh?
Romelu Lukaku. Why laughing, bro?
He's still 21.
By the way, I heard
What?
things are not going very well for Mbappe at Real Madrid.
Yeah, no, we've got there's a really good selection of strikers. I think when Mane and Salah were in full flight, at that point, I think wingers were more of a, like a sexy player. But I think
Yeah.
now with your Embuemos and your Isaacs and your other great strikers that are in the Premier League right now and in Europe, I think there's a big flux
By
of
the way,
good number nines out there.
Victor Osimhen, I don't know why the hell he's gone to Turkish league. I mean, the guy rips up Syria and then he goes to Turkish league.
Well, I think he was facing a lot of racism in Italy,
Yeah.
and I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
they
would
went
have
for that.
pegged him to join a Premier League club,
Yeah.
but I don't know why he went to Turkey. Maybe they were giving him something more than money. I don't know. But anyway, Adil, can you give us your team of the week quickly? Just like read it out first so I can
Yeah.
flash it up, and then
So we've got Jordan Pickford in goal. We've got for the defense, we've got right to left, Roycelev, Collins, Hyson, and Querques. In midfield, we've got Mbuemo, Bruno Fernandes, Damsgaard, and Savinio. And up top, we've got Raul Jimenez and Haaland. So this is our team of the week in a 4-4-2 formation. If you guys feel that we've missed out on someone, please feel free to comment. And please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you. Peace.